The newspapers are full of suggestions that Prince Andrew should do the right thing. The point is that he hasn't done the right thing in most of his life, so I can't really imagine he's going to change character that quickly. This is a man with I was going to say, with an ursine urge, with the urge to collect teddy bears, this ursine predilection, but actually he has other bear-like potential. He is in America. They've got a word onery. This means grumpy. This means cantankerous. This means grouchy. This means bad-tempered. And by all stories, but all the stories that come out about the way he behaves to the staff suggests, allegedly, that this is how he behaves. He is onerous. In a slightly different meaning of the word. Yeah, onery. I don't know whether there is a whether onerous. There we are. Bad-tempered. But the ursine urges, and the suggestion that Prince Andrew might do the decent thing and bow out of this year's Christmas festivities at Sandringham to spare the king's embarrassment is frankly an exercise in wishful thinking. As I say, we might ask, when has Andrew ever voluntarily stepped aside to prioritise dignity over entertainment, despite Fergie's repeated assertions that her ex-husband is in private a thoughtful and kind man? The public persona of the Duke tells an entirely different story, one marked by a seemingly bottomless well of self-regard, and the allegations linking him to a spy known only as H6, but all you have to do is look up Hampton in Wikipedia, and there it is, spread across the page, have plunged the palace into yet another PR maelstrom. The timing just before the family's Christmas celebrations couldn't be worse for King Charles, who is now saddled with yet another Andrew conundrum. And the relationship with H6, while apparently not orchestrated by Andrew, raises serious questions about his judgment and his susceptibility to influence. Inviting this alleged spy to Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, St James's Palace has brought the monarchy's security apparatus under scrutiny, leaving aides scrambling to contain the fallout. Calls to strip Andrew of his Order of the Garter membership have resurfaced, though the royal family's historical reluctance to act decisively remains unchanged. Heresy and treason, yes? That might get you expelled. Poor judgment? Apparently not. The king's dilemma is layered with his loyalty to his family and to public optics, and while Charles has cut off Andrew's private financial support and attempted to nudge him into Frogmore Cottage, the Duke has thus far refused to budge from his 30-room royal lodge, clinging to his lifestyle with characteristic stubbornness. Onery. The maintenance and security costs of the property are staggering, yet the source of Andrew's funding remains hidden. A fact that adds fuel to the ongoing scandals and the jiping and questioning going on through the internet. Despite all this, Charles has allowed his younger brother to rejoin the Christmas Day walk from Sandringham to the church in recent years, and whether this latest scandal prompts a change of heart remains to be seen, but the king's hesitation to impose further sanctions on Andrew reflects the weight of blood ties and royal tradition. And why should the king be so generous to his erring brother and yet so stubborn to his son? Perhaps the most fitting response to this saga would be an inundation of teddy bears from the public sent en masse to Royal Lodge, blocking Andrew's entrance. The symbolic overload of stuffed toys, recalling Andrew's infamous insistence on meticulously arranging his own, would underline the absurdity, would it not, of a man who clings so tightly to privilege and childhood while continuously tarnishing the institution he represents. An ursine inundation. Whether Andrew takes the hint and retreats from the spotlight remains a test not just of his conscience, but of his capacity for self-awareness. The palace, for its part, hopes that he will step back of his own accord, sparing Charles the need for more public intervention. Yet history suggests otherwise, and it is likely that once again Andrew will place entitlement above accountability. But as I say, whatever Fergie says about how kind and thoughtful her ex-husband may be in real life, it's a test, isn't it? Let's wait and see if she is right, or if once again he surrenders to his baser sense of privilege. And as I say, I think the Royal Lodge should be swamped with presents of teddy bears, an obscene amount of stuffed toys landing on the doorstep of the man who has dedicated an obscene amount of time to his own self-indulgence. That would make a point. Andrew should do the right thing and opt out. But so far, he has not demonstrated in any way that he can do the right thing, though his wife has a lot of faith that that is precisely how he lives. Well, let's find out. Will Andrew turn up on Christmas Day, or will he have done the right thing? It's not so long to wait to see, is it?